What's going on, guys? Anthony here with HG Toys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this $10 Lanard Predator toy look like a $30 NECA toy. Alright guys, so I know this line gets a lot of flack from the hardcore NECA collectors out there, being how it looks super cheap and yada yada yada. I mean, you guys really don't take into account that this is just a $10 toy, and you guys are comparing it to like a $35 NECA toy, which, by the way, articulation wise isn't that much more than this figure right here. Sure, it has more, but not much more. All the details for a $10 toy, it actually really is pretty amazing. I mean, if you guys go and watch Predator 2 again, like the way they have his armor, his mask, his his weapons, it really does pay homage to that movie itself. Obviously, they can't go into like some super fine detail. Like, obviously they didn't paint like the silver armor piece back here. The fishnet isn't painted. It's a pretty bright color, yes. But I mean, guys, it's $9.84. Like, how are you guys going to complain that much? Anyways, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to show you how to make this figure really pop and stand out. And to do that, you really don't need that much. And I will leave links to everything you need in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, we're going to go ahead and paint in the missing fishnet lines. So the great part about this toy is that they already molded in the fishnet. They just didn't paint it. So all you're going to really need to do to paint it is you're going to need to get a Gundam fine tip marker. Let's see here. If it'll focus without the Predator. There you go. So make sure you get the fine tip. Once again, this will be in the link down below. Just go ahead and give it a good shake. And if yours is brand new, like you're just getting it, make sure to give it a shake for a long time to get all that paint mixed up. Alright, so the way I find it best to do this is that I'm just going to go ahead and pop off the leg and then just start off doing the leg one at a time. So you just got to take the marker, just kind of gently fill in the lines like so. All right, there you go. One leg down, three other limbs to go. So this is a little bit time consuming. This took roughly about 10 minutes. Obviously you can't tell with the fast forward going on. But really super simple. Just a little project for you to do on the weekend on a rainy day or something. And the paint dries fairly quickly. So you just set that one off to the side, pop the other leg off, and then continue on. All right, and as you can see there, just doing those black outlines on the fishnet makes the figure stand out 100 times better. And honestly, once you finish that, you could probably just stop right there and it'd be a better looking toy than it already was. And you would have spent like 20-30 minutes of your time just doing this. And it's actually quite therapeutic in my opinion. But anyways, but what we really want to do is we really want to make it pop, stand out among the others, and that will be a Blackwash. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the arms, and then I'll go ahead and show you what to do with the Blackwash. Alright, and here we have it, the finished painted in fishnet lines, and it looks 1,000 times better. And you can just leave it right here and call it a day, and it will still look great. But to make it really look like one of those NECA figures, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to give it an overall Blackwash. And that is very simple. And to do that, all you're going to need, or at least all I need, is a paper plate, some acrylic black paint, right here, a brush, right down here as you can see, and a little thing of water. You're also going to need a bunch of napkins to wipe off the excess. Gloves are optional because this will get kind of messy. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the black and then put it onto your paper plate like so, good amount. Then what I like to do is I like to go ahead and take some of that water and mix it in there with the paint. Obviously, you don't want to just brush it on without water, otherwise it wouldn't be a black wash, it would just be dry brushing. And that's not the effect we're going for. Let me just go ahead and pour a little bit in. Just go ahead and mix it up with the water to get it kind of a watery consistency. And obviously, if it's too watery, add more paint. If it's not watery enough, add more water. Consistency I tend to like to go for is kind of sludgy, if that's a term. Okay. And let's get started. Alright. So what do you say I just go ahead and start with a leg, just to give you guys an example. So as you could, well, I don't know if you could tell, it kind of runs, so that means I made it a little bit too watery. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more paint. So basically what you want is for the paint to be able to seep into all of the crevices to make all those small details that they do have molded in to really pop out. Sorry about that. Didn't realize. I wasn't looking at the camera. I was looking at my hands or the figure. And honestly, if you guys feel like you might have messed up, don't worry about that. Just go ahead and take this figure to the sink, run it under some hot water, and most all of this will come right off. So you have a lot of leeway with black washing. So as you can see there, basically just cover up the whole leg in this black wash. A lot of people like to let it sit for a while, you know, a couple minutes. 5-10 minutes, not too long, but with me, I feel like since I like to go with it pretty thick, you could just go ahead, take the paper towel and start Wiping it away. Patting it down. And there you have it. Really simple, really easy blackwash to really make the figure stand out. So as you can see here, it is super bright. And then this actually looks like a predator, a hunter who's been into, well, quite a few hunts. Really simple, really easy. Obviously, if you think you did too much, just like I said, go ahead and take it to some warm water underneath the sink. Rinse it all off before it fully cures. Once you do that, start all over. If you didn't add enough, go ahead and add more black. So yeah, what do you say I go ahead and finish up this figure, and let's see how it looks. And there you have it, guys. Amazing what a simple blackwash can do to this figure, and some outlining on the already molded in fishnets. It looks phenomenal. Like, it doesn't even look like a $10 toy. It's crazy. Yeah. Now, I'm not in no way saying that this is a replacement for NECA. Obviously, that is not the case here. There's quite a few points of articulation missing, you know, key details and such, not accessories, yada, yada, yada. But overall, guys, for $10 and like an hour of your time with a paint pen and some paint, that's like super cheap. I think the marker itself is roughly like, I don't know, a few bucks. The paint's a few bucks. Water is obviously free from your tap. And then you have to buy a brush, obviously. But overall, guys, $9.84 for the figure, maybe $5 in supplies. Still a great deal at half the price of what NECA is. If you just want some like cool Predator toys to be able to play with, display with your Marvel Legends. Obviously, these are 7 inches. NECAs can range anywhere from like 8 to like 8.5, depending on the Predator or Alien figure it is. So these scale a bit better with G.I. Joe figures, Marvel Legends, Power Rangers, Star Wars, and what have you. So they fit in better. So yeah, guys. Really quick, really simple video on how to customize your $10 toy. So until next time, later.